All right. Yep. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
So today topic was top 5 dead or alive. Y'all got your list?
I got
Yeah,
mine.
I got my
You got
list.
yours?
I got my list. Yeah.
You know. Now
Yeah.
when it comes
So how we
to
got-
that's what I was going to say. When it comes to picking a top 5, I guess I'm picking top 5 who I think is skilled. I'm not going by my favorite top 5 because it'll probably be a different list, right? And you got to think overall. There's like cadence and flow, lyrics. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's voice and skill and wordplay. All those things tie into the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like the overall skill. I'm not here talking about who sold the most albums because we probably have Drake on the top 5 for the best selling person out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me it was hard. I got a list in front of me. I got my top 13 because
Okay.
I couldn't. It was hard for me because you know me. We grew up on Wu-Tang, right? I know
Yeah.
Joey knows that. He probably already thinking Jizza should be on my list, right?
Yeah.
And he is on my. He was, but I was like, you know what I mean? There's so many, and a lot of people always go to Biggie and Pac, right?
Yeah.
Because they say top 5 dead or alive, and I don't. No disrespect to the dead, right? But hip hop's come such. It's came so far.
Yeah.
That like, if you could argue with me if Pac and Biggie were still alive, could I still see them in the top 5? Probably, yeah, because I seen how Jay-Z evolved and Nas evolved over the time, right? So imagine where Pac and Biggie would be now. But to compare what Jay-Z, Nas, like compare Nas's like last 4 albums to Pac and Biggie's whole discography, right? It wouldn't be fair. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not to cut you off, bro. Keep going, but I got my opinion is kind of a little bit different compared to kind of how you were saying it, like his discography, and you know what I mean, and like it would destroy what Pac did just because of whatever. But keep doing what you're saying, bro. But
I never said destroy.
You know what I mean? Like,
I never said destroy. I'm just saying that it evolved. Like remember, you knew that Pac they always said Pac knew he was going to die early. That's why he did so many songs, right?
Yeah.
But that's why so much of it is the same subject matter.
But with Pac, the thing with Pac, bro, and this is where my opinion with Pac and Nas, Nas will never be above Pac in my eyes. And the reason being, bro, is this. Pac was a revolutionary because Pac was like at one of them levels where they had to kill him basically because, they knew if he ever went into power, bro, he had so much power in the streets.
Yes,
and in the world, everybody loved this dude, bro. So they knew to a certain point, not to say it was, I'm not talking about no conspiracy stuff. I don't know what's going on, but all I'm saying is, here's the thing is, he had the world, he had everything, guys.
Guess what?
No one was stopping Pac at that thing.
I can't even argue with none of that. And guess what?
Killing everybody.
You're right.
And a lot of these rappers would need to be out right now if Pac was still around.
That's the thing.
There'll be some around, but this is my opinion on it. You know what I mean?
But that's another thing where it comes to, if we're talking about skill, you're talking about influence. You're talking about more influence and impact.
But that's what I said. That's what I said. So yours is based on skills. Where mine, I'm gonna explain mine and why I chose each guy based on certain things and how they were relevant to the game. Because skill is skill. There's some rappers over here that are really, really good MCs. Fantastic MCs.
You know who?
But can they sell a record? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Can they rock the crowd? You know what I mean? Can they influence the people, right? So, and you see it all the time, like a lot of local rappers that can rap crazy and make crazy stuff, but they make it a song. It's like, well, what are they listening to? So that's my thing.
Here's the thing. I guess you'd say there'd have to be 2 different lists from how you're describing Pac. I think that would be a list where most important MCs maybe.
Well, what if it wasn't really just most important? You know what I mean?
Or most influential.
Well, we're talking about
the most
top
influential
5.
to you.
Yeah.
Well, no.
That's what we're saying. So top 5. I wouldn't say.
Well, that's to me. But you'd have to try and kick some bias to try and look at the game and hip hop in general. He's crazy influential.
Oh yeah,
Pac,
definitely right.
Right? I mean, like Pac had people. Yeah, when Pac died, people been doing songs about him and mourning him for like 10 years.
True.
Like Pac, if you were going to influence in just movements and stuff, like Pac would be, Wu-Tang would be at the top of the list too. Like as a collective, like they changed the game. Like, but when I talk about
the game is a little bit different, but yeah.
Well, when I talk about the most skilled, I think about if two people old school battle, if they went face to face in a battle, lyrical, just killing, who would win? Like that. See, so top 5 Dead or Alive. Already, I'm seeing with this conversation that we've been saying is that list is too broad.
No, your list is going to be different than my list.
Yes,
basically.
but
you know what I mean?
It's because we're looking from different angles.
Yeah, we're all looking at different opinions, right?
Yeah,
so
you made a top. Your top. Like I had to put Budo someone on my list that I love, bro. I love this dude, and I'm like, yo, like. But at the end of the day, I'm like, when I'm thinking top 5, it's like saying, for example, okay, we talk to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
We can say, I love, let's name a QB. I love Lamar Jackson. He's great. He's better than Tom Brady. But is he the GOAT? Hell no. Tom Brady's still the GOAT. He got 7 rings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to look, you can't just look at it based on just skill level. Like, okay, so I don't know. Who's really skilled? Sidney Crosby. So is he better than Wayne Gretzky? You know what I mean? He's super skilled, probably way better skilled like what he ever would be, or Connor McDavid, way better than these guys. But is he what about the impact of the game?
Well, that's when it comes to the intelligence aspect of it, right?
There's more to it. It's not just
because it comes down to the intelligence aspect. Like when you say Lamar and Brady, that comes down to the intelligence aspect of it. Lamar most definitely, hands down, is the most athletic of the two. But when it comes down to intelligence, you can't touch Brady right now, right? So
that's why I'm saying it's almost like you have to have different lists. Yeah. You'd have to have the most skilled MCs list, the most, influential, you could say.
But then we also look,
and then your favorite. Those 3 lists for one person can all be totally different people.
True.
Yeah, because if I'm from the South, my skill list might be unbeing those guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I love the South music. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're an East Coast guy, you know what I mean? All of a sudden you're in this next, and then you're West Coast, you could be sugar free.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to list our 5.
Yeah.
And then each person can give a reason. And then, you can give some clawback or whatever. And then we'll just discuss. I'll go first, even though my list evolves and changes, right?
Are you going to do 5 or are you going the whole 13?
No, I'm just going 5.
Okay,
I'm just going 5.
Go 5.
If you want to know my honorable mentions, I'll name them. But my 5 right now I got is Method Man, Busta Rhymes.
To the bottom? Is it the Met 5?
Sorry, mine are in no particular order.
Guys, come on, no, man, you gotta give an order, guys. Come on, come on. Let's really get hard on. Let's really get hard on it, girls, bro.
Okay,
really
all right. Okay,
really
hold on. All right. I'm going to name my 5, and then I'll put them in order. All right. So I got Method Man, Busta Rhymes, Tech 9, Snoop, and Nas.
Okay.
So if I were to put them in order, I'd say Busta Rhymes, Method Man, Tech, Nas, and Snoop.
Okay, that's a good list, man. I like that.
That's a good list.
Now,
I respect
honorable mentions. Now we don't have to discuss the honorable mentions because they didn't make my list. My honorable mentions was DMX, Biggie, GZA, Ice Cube, Kendrick Lamar, Inspector Deck, Ghostface. You see, I'm on a Wu-Tang tip here. Anyways, Jay-Z and Eminem. Those were the guys that they were fighting for a spot. And I almost removed Snoop and put Ice Cube in his place. And then I almost removed Ice Cube and put Kendrick in his place. I kept going, but I was like Snoop because, there's this one song that he's on that Compton soundtrack that came up with the movie. Yeah. It's him and this other guy. Something. And Snoop he kills it. He has so much energy. I didn't even know. People didn't even know it was Snoop because he was back to the old Snoop days. You know when Snoop first came over, right? He rapped kind of quick and shit, right? And then like later in like the No Limit days, it's like he slowed down.
He started smoking more weed.
Yeah, but on that song, I think it's called One Shot, man. It's crazy. It's Snoop proved to me he still got it. And he put an album out recently, and people are saying it's crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
I heard it. It's actually really good. It's like old school. It's like an old school vibe, bro.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's like the old school Death Row, right? And brought Nate Dogg's son in on it and all that there stuff. It's real good vibe, man.
Yeah, so that's why Snoop is there. So again, I'll say my top 5. Shoot, I forget the order. I just put it in. Anyways, Method Man, Busta Rhymes, Tech Nine, Snoop, and Nas. What do you guys think?
I like it. It's respectable.
I like it though, man. I like it too, man. What do you think, Tyrone?
Oh, it's very respectable. You know what I mean? I can't go wrong. Actually, he got some guys I got on mine, so you know what I mean? I can't go wrong with that.
No, I like it. Busta, yeah. You can put Busta up there.
You know what I feel about Busta is that he's underrated in most people's list. Like whenever people talk about even who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, I'm always like, Busta could probably wrap circles around all 3 of you guys, man. Yeah. And he was on the Black Panther, not the Black Panther like Wakanda Forever thought, but you know, the political group, the Black Panther. Yeah. He was on the soundtrack to that and proved that he can have political rap, something to say. Mm-hmm. And then if you listen to some of his albums, cuz he got lyrics. Oh shoot. Another honorable mention I want to throw out there, and I forgot about, and I felt like a disrespect for forgetting about it, because we're talking about lyrics and people that are underrated. Ludacris, cuz.
True.
Luda is like, people will base Luda on his singles where it's just fun music, right? Mm-hmm. But when you listen to his old albums, he can, and cuz hits pockets you don't even know is there, cuz. And cuz can switch up his flow to whatever beat cuts, kind of like Busta Rhymes. Mm-hmm. Like Luda's almost the Southern Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Luda's nice, man. Luda does have some good tracks, man. He's done some good music too, man. Like he's he's serious.
Yeah.
I put that one there, man. You know what I mean?
He's another guy I don't see on anyone's list. I'm like, man. Like sometimes when they name their list, I'm like, how you forgetting? Like I know Eminem is battle rap, he's crazy good, but Luda, crazy. And Busta Rhymes has been kicking around since leaders of, that's just been in the game since forever. He was
still going.
I know, because he released a new album last week or the week before, because
it did okay. Was it good?
Yeah,
it is good.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just playing it before Tyrone got here. I'm like, man, Busta Rhymes. Remember, because I think it was Joey we used to talk about. Remember back in the 90s, cuz whenever there was a hot remix, it was either Busta Rhymes was on it or some reggae guy. That's who they always went to. Busta Rhymes. And then later on, Method Man was in all the remixes. But it was always Busta or Buju Banton or someone. Mm-hmm. They always Busta was always the go-to. Like, look at even MOP, who they go to for the Annie Up remix.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Busta Rhymes. That's why I said he was number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, I got to give Busta my props.
Yo, Tyrone, do you want to go with your top 5?
Man, don't matter to me, bro. You can go and I can go. Don't matter.
Okay, no, I'll let you go. You go, man. All right. And then I'll come back to you.
So, pretty much I'm the same way. I go on just my opinion. You know what I mean, who rocked my headset the most? So it was Busta, Meth, Snoop, Pac, Biggie. Honorable mention that I have to throw out there. There's 2 of them. One, Ludacris, and the other one was the Queen Latifah.
Oh, okay.
Know what I mean? Gotta throw her up there, right?
That's a solid core, guys. That's a solid core.
I had LL on my honorable mentions for a second.
So with L, don't get me wrong, I love L too, but that was my older cousins. You know what I mean? Like, before, like, they brought L out, but then my other cousin said, no, forget L, listen to NWA. And I was like, yeah. Know what I mean? So,
See, for me, it was my brother was all about L. So I always had him.
Yeah.
I knew that stuff.
I like the ladies' love, but the niggas with attitudes caught me more. Know what I mean? So, but the same as Philip, like NWA, The Cube, Easy, them guys. You know what I mean? They're up there too. You know what I mean? That's why when even Philip said, like, I can't put them in no particular orders because I got so much love for hip hop.
Yeah.
That for me to say my top 5 are those guys only because that's who I bumped the most. That's the ones that I could sneak away and actually, not get caught by moms. Know what I mean? Like, you bump NWA, she heard that shit from down to Derby. So, you know,
no, it's true. It's true. You know what I mean?
Right. So, you know, with these here guys, like Biggie, loved him to death. Just the way he changed up his cadence so many times. Listening to him on the street rap, listening to him in the studio rap, like it was inspirational to me. Pac being so political, inspirational to me. And then all the other three guys, they just had fun on their records, and I love that shit. You know what I mean? Like you can have fun on your record and still spit some kind of knowledge, so the youth can understand what's going on in the world. Hey, you gotta have respect for that, right?
Hey, and you just said it. I swear, every time you hear a Busta Rhymes a song, you could feel that he's got a smile on his face when he's doing it.
Exactly, right?
He's loving it. He's having fun.
Like he even said one time in that diss to Ja Rule, he's like, when he was done, he's like, okay, now that I'm done doing all this here hard shit, let me go back and have fun. Know what I mean? So he's like, I'm not about this life. I don't need to battle you because I'm over you. I'm gonna go have fun. And that's how I made my money, was having fun. I mean, my fans like me to have fun, not do this battle shit, right? So that's why I got a lot of respect for Busta.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes, his name got to be put in the GOAT conversation more often.
Guaranteed.
Busta is crazy because Busta is like super lyrical, bro. He's super lyrical.
I know, very. In wordplay,
he can do all kinds of different things. He's really good at like back in the day. Like even some of his music now is pretty good too. Like I like that song "Master for Muhammad" with Rick Ross. That's off his last album, not the new one, but that one. That's good. And he has a couple other good songs off that album too. They're not bad.
Yeah.
I find he's like a jack of all trades because he can almost do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He can cross over. He did songs with Mariah and friggin' Pussycat Dolls and Janet Jackson, cuz.
Yeah.
And then he can go gutter. He's on friggin', Conway the Machine. He got him on his album.
Yeah.
Because of MOP.
Yeah, he can do it all, bro. Doesn't do it all.
He can do all of it, man.
They got a name.
Yeah.
But like Joey said too, like, we're naming the guys that pretty much help raise us in the music industry. But like Joey said, like if you're from down south, your list is going to be different. You're from the east, Midwest,
you have access
West,
to different things. Right?
Know what I mean? Even overseas, know what I mean? Like some of them guys over there, they got their top 5 that are in the United Kingdom.
They
didn't even touch none of the guys that we even mentioned, right?
Yeah. So there's some guy over there named Storm Z.
Yeah. So
he's dope.
It's crazy.
Because I started listening to some Nigerian guys.
Like I'm pretty sure, what's his name? Idris Elba got a record over there that went platinum over there. So
Idris Elba spits.
He got Idris Elba spits now.
Yeah,
now we're getting crazy now. Now we're getting crazy now. Really now? This is where we going with it now? Idris Elba got albums now? We really hyping it?
Eddie's
like,
a DJ.
Get a top 20 now?
Hey, bro.
Hey, what are we doing over here? What are we doing?
Listen, it's all about promoting your fellow man, bro. It's all about promoting your fellow man, no matter what. We don't even know him, but hey, promote him anyway.
All right, Joey. All right.
Hold on.
You got just 5, or do you got honorable mentions too?
I got my top 5. I'll go through my top 5, like the who they are first. Then I'll kind of speak on kind of what I think, why they're my top 5. Basically, at number 5, I got Lil Wayne. He's number 5 for me. Now my guys are not as old. Like some of them, you know what I mean? But, that's my opinion.
Wait, you the oldest one here, though?
I am the oldest one, but in this fact, but for me, it's like okay, so Wayne's my 5th. Okay. I got Jay-Z. As 4. Mm-hmm. I got Nas as 3. I got Pac as number 2, and I got Drake as number 1.
Cause that Drake.
I tell you, I got Drake as
the
number 1.
The funny thing is, you know what I mean? Not to cut you off, but Cuz said, "Yo, my list ain't as old as yours."
Cuz list is older than ours.
But got Pac and Biggie and Nas. Just added a little bit of new spice to try and make it look like he's relevant.
Cuz got Jigga old as shit. Come on, bro.
Okay, you're right. Okay, now you got me. But no, but like here's the thing though. For me, I got Wayne like at 5 because like just what he brought to the game. Like he brought a lot of things to the game, guys. Like, for example, everyone's getting their face tatted. Why? Wayne. You know what I mean? Everyone's wearing dreads. Wayne. Why?
Cuz,
everyone's rapping. Everyone's mumble rapping. Wayne.
Cuz you're missing the big thing
right?
about Wayne, cuz.
Right? What?
Mixtapes, cuz.
Yeah, no, mixtapes. That's what I was going to get into. So mixtapes, right? Mixtapes. He also brought two of the biggest rappers in the game with Nicki Minaj and Drake. You know what I mean? He found those guys and brought them in the game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, when it comes to impact in the game, he brought the number one rapper in the game, so I got to give him respect on that level. You know what I mean? Just because of that, right? Jay-Z, he strictly does business, cuz, for me, cuz. He's a businessman. You know what I mean? So he took the rap game, he built the blueprint on how to get paid. You know what I mean? He basically said, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make shirts. We're going to pop albums out. We're going to start off crews. We're going to do all these street team shit, cuz I read shit where, like, he wouldn't even drop an album if he didn't have $7 million to promote it, cuz.
True.
You know what I mean? He was the first guy to put money behind shit and really, like, business-wise, we're going to get it.
Hey,
and then
Joey,
at the end of the, what's up?
Since you're talking about money and stuff, after you're done doing this explanation, I'm going to read this list I got for you. I got the 15 most wealthiest rappers, and I got how much they're worth right here. I want to go over that after you do this, because since we're sneaking in the money talk.
After Jay? You want me to get after Jay? So
go ahead,
do you want to wait till I get through my whole thing?
No, get through your whole thing. Get through your whole thing.
Yeah, after you're done your whole thing.
Okay, let me go through the whole thing first, and then we can go back. We can go back into the money talk. Okay, so that's why when I got Jay, it's because he's like, you know, he got Kanye, Rihanna. They're both billionaires, bro. He found them. You know what I mean? Now he dropped a lot of guys off. You know what I mean? In the meantime, because he was trying to get paper. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when the Kaepernick deal, and then he was like, yo, I don't even care. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to join up with the NFL. Like, he does a lot of things, like, in the shady way. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he's about getting paper. You know what I mean? So he built that blueprint.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nas is just, for me, he would be that lyrical guy. You know what I mean? He was lyrical. I love all this stuff that he always put out.
Hey, Jay-Z's lyrical too, man. Don't knock Jay-Z. Jay-Z got lyrics.
Jay-Z's lyrical too, but I'm talking about business, though. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about, like, my 5 guys are based on certain things that they brought to the game. So,
right.
Yeah, Nas is business, but for me, I think Nas is, like, that relevant. Like, he basically, like, he had a fan base. He took that fan base, kept going. Jay-Z lost a lot of his fan base, you know what I mean, as he started evolving. But he went from hood. Jay-Z went from, like, the hood, you know what I mean, hard knock life, to, like, rapping about paintings and stuff, guys. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we talking about here? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why he lost a lot of people, because, like, I can't listen to this guy no more, because I wanted him when he was in the hood. Now he got his other fans. So that's why I went with Jay-Z. Like, he didn't really, like, Nas kept the blueprint when it comes to, like, making music. His music sounds the same as it was when he started.
Can't be.
Now, like, I mean, but not, like, all the same. Of course, you evolve, whatever. Yeah. Like, I read some stuff where he uses different words every time, but his music style is usually the same. What he speaks about is kind of the same. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say what he speaks about and the music sounds the same. I'd say it has the same feel. It's more like the same feel.
Okay, so same feel. So maybe that's the better word to say it. You're right. No, you're right. Yeah. You take that. I'll give you that one. You're right. So more like the same feel. Right, you know what I mean? The same, like, you know, you're gonna get when you get a Nas album, this is what you're getting.
Yeah, you get what you expect. You know, you always get what you expected. He always delivers.
Yeah.
And he didn't always deliver.
No.
But recently,
he can't, though.
It's like he can't miss. It's like he knows what he should know what he's doing. Right, he's been in it for a while. Nas got the game on lock as far as what he does.
Well, like I always used to say too, it was like, your first 2 albums tell your story. After that, you're just telling a story. Now, if you can find some way to get back to telling your story, then your albums start dropping again the way they dropped with your first 2 albums.
But it's also like this.
So,
it's like kind of to what you said. But it's your first album. Check this out. Your first album basically took your whole life to make.
Yeah.
That's what you've been working on your whole life.
Yeah.
After that, it's like where you're at that point. You know what I mean?
That's why what you're saying right now, basically, cuz, is what's going to wrap it up at the end of my whole thing with Drake. You know what I mean? What you're saying right now, taking your whole life to make, cuz, is basically what Drake. When I'm gonna touch on with Drake.
Right on.
We'll go into that in a minute.
All right. So you said Jigga, and you said Wayne, and you said
so Wayne was 5, Jay-Z was 4, Nas is 3, Pac is 2. Okay. Now I put Pac at 2 because really, when he made Machiavelli, that's when I was like, okay, You know what I mean? Like he was speaking some real things because on those albums, like real deep, feel me. And even like Donnie Machiavelli, like if you look at like when he made that Thug Life album, you know, and he made like when he made All Eyes on Me, okay, that was like a kind of a studio album. There was some good songs on it, but it was the songs like the albums before that, before we went to Death Row, was like man, like deep man, like
remember?
Yeah, Me Against the World, Dear Mama, you know what I mean? Like those type of albums was like man, like he was grimy, you know what I mean? Like okay, and he spoke to the people, man. Like people really like felt that shit. You know what I mean?
The thing about Pac, and I always relate Pac to a DMX, where I don't feel that lyrically they were the craziest, but fuck, you felt their music the most.
Yeah.
It's like when they spoke in their songs, like what their song, you just felt it. You felt every word that they were saying. It's because it's shit they went through. They meant what they were saying. Every word that they spit, there wasn't no filler with them. Every word they spit. You know what I mean?
And also, sorry to cut you off, bro. What I really liked about Pac too was he wasn't afraid to go at anybody.
No, hell no.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter, cause like if you had something to say, it was being said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm coming at you, I'm saying it. You know what I mean? Like he never was ever afraid to say what he had to say. Either we saying it to whoever it was. Even when he had that shooting, he shot. He shot at the cops, bro.
Did you hear what his last words were?
What?
Pac? The cop said they tried, was holding him up before the ambulance and everything came, right? The cops was there. And because I seen an interview with the cop, and he's like, yo, can you give me who did this to you? Pac's last words was, fuck you.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
To the cop.
Jeez.
Exactly, right?
Wow.
Because you're saying how he didn't get, that's why it's kind of sad, but if you think, it's kind of sad that it didn't happen, is what I'm going to say. And what I'm sad that didn't happen is, imagine Pac and like 50, because both of them seemed like they were like, didn't give a fuck, because 50 is exactly how you're describing Pac.
Yeah.
Because he says whatever, it's like he has no filter. He ain't afraid to go after, you know what I mean?
Anybody. He don't care. He'll go after anyone too.
50 Cent's like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that they would have been on the same side, but
no, they probably would have, because, like they say, man, I read something about this, and I was watching about this. It was like, who said that? I can't remember now. But anyway, it was people. It was Pop Smoke that said it. Two people that are gonna go, like, you notice when Pac went at people, people wasn't coming back at him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the. Well, I shouldn't say they didn't have the heart to come back at him, because they knew the confrontation was going to be serious.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it was going to be a serious confrontation. It wasn't going to be like a, it was like, no, like one of us, something's going to happen here. So, like, that's why Pac and 50 probably would never win at each other, because it would have been like, something's going to happen here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It would have been crazy.
Two hard people, like that's what usually happens when, in the streets, two hard people go at each other and someone got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's why, I think that's why those two probably would never bumped heads like
and another thing about those two,
I'm sure things would have been said. I'm sure things would have been said, but it wouldn't have. We don't hit him up. We don't hit him up like Diddy, guys. You know what I mean?
No.
Like there'd be none of that. You know what I mean? He would just say still like how when when Mobb Deep did the song "Drop a Gem" on him, and I didn't even know that was a diss against Pac until like 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Really?
Guys, 3 years ago, I swear to God, because I'm like, I'm listening to it, guys, and I'm like, and then I hear like a video with Havoc. Havoc's like, yeah, he said, man, after Pac, we had the album Drop a Gem on him. We dropped it like, on the radio. It was hot. And then when Pac died, we had to pull it off. And I was like, well, he's like, man, it was. And then when I listen to it now, I'm like, oh shoot. But like that was, that was the difference between Pac and these other guys. Pac was going saying names.
Oh yeah.
Care who you was.
Yeah.
No, ruthless. Where Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Jay-Z and Mob, these guys all in subliminals.
Yeah, exactly, right. All cryptic shit.
Until Jay-Z went at Nas, though.
Yeah.
Then it got
no, Jay-Z didn't. But Jay-Z didn't go at Nas like it was still subliminal. Even that's what he said. He said something about he got with his girl and stuff, whatever, or he got with his baby mama.
Remember whatever. On Takeover, cuz?
No, that's what I mean. He said it in it, but cuz you tell me Ether ain't better than Takeover. Cause I don't know.
No, I ain't telling you that. Cause of course Ether's better. Because I'm not saying that. Ether killed him.
Ether. Yes. Like, oh shoot.
No, cuz no, that's not what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
why
saying
on Nas up above Jay. Just because of that.
Ether is like, because remember after Ether, Jay-Z did Super Ugly. And I don't know nothing on Super Ugly. No one cared about that.
No,
Ether, you're done. Just go marry Beyonce and get rich.
It's a rap.
No, I wasn't saying that. By no way would I ever say that Takeover is better than Ether. I was just saying that Jay-Z started naming names. Because remember you said it was mostly all subliminal. But on Takeover, Jay-Z started naming names.
Yeah.
It got personal. And that's when Nas came and spanked them.
Badly too.
Get out of here.
Sorry, Jacob, but you got spanked, nigga. Shit.
Now let's get into Drake. Because I didn't put him on the list because the reason I didn't list him, and I love Drake's music. I really like Drake. But just his body of music isn't as go-to as most of my other stuff. Drake is a person, if you put on a Drake song, I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to vibe to it. But there aren't...
You never listen to it. You must never listen to all his albums, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did. When you listen to it, like, this is just my opinion. I mean, you got my opinion.
No, we ain't shitting on your opinion, bro.
I'm not. I'm just telling you why I didn't put him. I wanted him for one reason, because I'm Canadian.
My aspect with
support my Canadians.
Yeah, right? Like, know what I mean? Like, I won't lie. I was hard on Drake when he first came out, bro. I was real hard on him.
Right? Everybody was.
Yeah.
Everybody was.
And I still don't. I still to this day don't classify him as a hip hop artist. I still classify him as an R&B artist. Right? So
he could be that for sure.
You know what I mean?
I think he breaks ground. He's both.
He is both.
The only reason I don't put him back on the list is because I put my list is all people that I know for sure. They write their own stuff.
Right.
I know Drake does some collab stuff.
Yeah. Drake probably gets a lot of this stuff ghostwrited, bro.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of these artists probably get these things ghostwrited. So we're talking about MCs or rappers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depending on what level you want to be at.
Yeah.
Right? Even Wayne got some of his stuff written by Gilly, cuz, you know what I mean? So But at the end of the day, cuz, for me, with Drake, cuz, he transcended the whole game. He came in.
Drake was
singing.
Check this
out.
Hold on. Let Joey finish up.
Hold on.
I want to see
this is my opinion on Drake. So basically, he come in. You know what I mean? He was singing and rapping. People were kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
That first album he made was kind of like, okay, he had a couple songs on it. Then he dropped the second one. Okay. Okay, that's on fire. Third, fourth, right? And he kept rolling. Everything he made, his last album he made was a pop album, bro.
Yeah.
Pop.
It was a dance album.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the last one.
But here's the thing, though. My neighbor, that's a singer, bro. I love him. Here's the thing. For him, that's his favorite album now.
Well, there you go.
You know what I mean? I love this. This is awesome. This is that guy ever. Because Drake is that guy because whatever he does, gold, bro. It doesn't matter what he does, cuz.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making drill. You can hear his drill music, cuz. UK drill.
Yeah.
That jumps on anything. Another thing that he does, bro, is this.
Yeah.
A lot of the, not to say, but a lot of the, what they say is what I've read, was a lot of the old school rappers they don't give the respect to the young rappers.
That's true.
The opposite.
Drake does.
Drake grabs a young kid out of nowhere. Don't even know who the dude is from the UK. Who this dude?
Yeah.
Oh, Drake's on it. You know what I mean? And that's what the difference is. I mean, he grabs young artists and brings them into the fold and then puts them on songs because 21 Savage, boom. And then he has Jay-Z on a song. You know what I mean? And then they have Nas on a song. But he just works with artists and just keeps making good music. Cause like everything he does, cause not every song.
All right.
Another thing that he does, I love Drake. Cause
I know I got some praise to give to him, and you're missing it.
Another thing that he does though is that when he makes his music, he doesn't like. He's not just rapping; he's telling a story. You know what I mean? So like when you hear it, it's like you're listening. You know what I mean? It can be monotone for some people because some people like they think, oh well, y'all, he's just monotone, or like. When they listening to it, it's like he's telling you a story of kind of what he's going through. You know what I mean? And what's happening in his life. But being real with it, not fake, not trying to say he got all these gold chains and everything. He's real. You know what I mean? Like now, it might be written by somebody else, but at the end of the day, when he's saying it, you feel like you're actually in that story. Like Melvin's Room. You guys heard Melvin's Room. You know what I mean? You heard like, you know, Over My Dead Body. You know what I mean? Like those type of songs is like, and then he makes other songs like One Dance. Crazy hit. You know what I mean? One Dance. Like the new song he made with Jack Harlow, young dude. Churchill Downs. You guys hear that one?
Yeah, I heard that one.
That's the things that, like,
because
I'm telling you, like,
Joey,
he just keeps doing what he does. Anyway, you can jump in on it, bro. I'll leave it alone for a minute.
Oh no, because I'm still on Drake. Because there's two things of praise that I think you missed on Drake.
What?
One, unlike new up and coming rappers and stuff, he gives respect to all the old school guys. Like you made the point that he up and comers and stuff, he'll get them and nobodies, right? But you forgot he respects the old school people too. He made a song called Wu-Tang Forever, cuz.
Oh yeah.
He asked RZA. Actually, one of his main regrets is RZA. He reached out to RZA and wanted to do a song with all of Wu-Tang, and RZA declined.
Yeah,
that's one.
Well, Drake,
so Drake still got. He respects where the people came from. If you listen to like all these new guys like Young Uzi Vert, Young Yachty, all these people, they diss Pac and Biggie and stuff because they don't know them, right? They don't have.
They're ignorant to the lifestyle too.
Yeah, but still, if you're in that position, you can still do research on that.
Well, we also got to look at Drake.
One other thing, Joe, you missed.
All right.
Because I want to give praise to Drake because he was on my list, but I took him off because I only put people that wrote their stuff. If it wasn't for that, he'd be on my list. So I just want to make that clear. But check this out. Here's another thing. No.
I gotta say something before you say something.
Wait.
Almost write these own stuff. Because all these songs that come out these days, almost 90% of the songs are written by people. Why are we saying about okay, well, here's my own stuff. We're all own stuff. At the end of the day, it's about making hits, making songs. You know what I mean?
I'm just telling you what my criteria was.
And I'm saying my criteria is about making hits and being relevant to the game. You know what I mean?
And that's cool. So, I just wanted to let you know that I respect Drake and I'm a big fan of Drake. But that was the only reason he's not on my list. I'm not dissing him. I'm saying if he would be on my list, except for that. And here's another thing of praise that I think you missed while you were praising him that Drake should get. Drake was debuted in like 2008. And he's still on the top, cuz. No one stays on the top that long.
That's what I meant. You know that though. What I was talking about, of course. I said every album he made was a hit, so he's still at the top, right? So
that's what I mean. He had a run like nobody. No one. You can't even just say hip hop history. No one in musical history has had a run like this.
I think the closest is Michael, Mr. Jackson himself.
Like probably Mariah Carey.
Mike wasn't all that relevant at the end though, as Drake is now.
He was coming back though because he was doing the tour.
Yes, Mike was Mike, so Mike was still sell out arenas.
What was the song that Mike had? What's that new one that he had before he passed? Pretty Little Thing.
I can't remember.
PYT, right. So, and they was bumping the living fuck with that song from Mike. I won't lie. So
I can only put Mike. Well, then if that, I'd have to research to see. But Mike would be the only other person I could put in with Drake as far as a run. No one has, and it's still going, guys.
Oh yeah,
it ain't gonna stop, bro.
It ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop, guys. Because the thing with him, see, these other artists that make their music, whatever, like they don't. That's why I said it's hard for me to listen to some artists that just keeping the same stuff going and going. You know what I mean? Like even like Wayne now, like I can listen to him a little bit, or Jay-Z a little bit. At least with Drake, you know you're gonna get something different.
And the thing with Drake,
you know what I mean? Like you're gonna sing on something, like hit some notes. Yeah. Last albums or some songs you're like, this is kind of garbage. Like some songs,
Drake because Drake can come on your track, right? Do whatever type of music you do, and kill it, but still sound like Drake. He doesn't have to like change his whole hymn.
Yeah.
He's so diverse that you can put him like almost anywhere.
Yeah,
he could probably do a song with Taylor Swift, cuz.
He could do anything. I said he has a song because he has a song. I'm gonna let you listen to it. I think it's from Edna One. Google it, Edna One. What's it called? Let's Google Edna One and Drake, because he's rapping UK drill.
Yeah,
like
see, bro.
He sounds like he's from Saudi, Saudi, cuz.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like I'm like.
See, that's why. That's why I said that I can't classify Drake as a hip hop artist, bro. I mean, I don't think I need to classify him as an R&B artist. I think I just classify him as an artist. I mean, because he can do so much, right? Yeah. He's versatile. Yeah. So him being versatile like that, that's why I don't think I could put him on a list when I'm saying MCs or hip hop or R&B singers. You know what I mean? So just he's a little too versatile.
Right. Because like we already said, the album before this 21 Savage album, it was a dance album. Wasn't a song that you could dance to. No, if you looked, the genre was dance.
Yeah.
So
that was like techno.
You know what I mean? He could do dance albums. He can do R&B, and he can do hip hop.
Yeah.
And pop is just popular music. So like 4 genres he can do.
Speaking of that though, that album, it was actually not a dance album. It was a house music album.
Right? Yeah, it was house music, right?
So house music. So like when like you're like in like one of those like, I don't know, like those little like.
Almost like a rave, bro.
Not even like a rave, but like, you know, when you're in like a high end like wine drinking place or wine tasting place where like you got this like house music like in the background, like it's kind of like a. I mean, it's not like a hard like raving. It's like kind of like a vibe in the background kind of deal.
Right.
Like just kind of like almost like elevator music.
So, sort of like that.
Elevator music,
just a little bit faster.
I wouldn't say.
Yo, let me give you my honorable mentions, guys, real quickly.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Real quickly right now. J. Cole. I got with Jay. Okay. Jay would be Cole. Okay. This is like in no particular order.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
J. Cole, Prodigy, Mobb Deep, because I wanted to put him in my top 5, but I mean I couldn't bump him. A couple other guys. So Prodigy, Mobb Deep, Biggie. Trying to think who else I got to put there. Busta could be there. I think Busta would be all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Rick Ross. Rick is so Rick in there.
I told Tyrone I was going to kill you if you mentioned Rick Ross.
Freeway Rick Ross up in there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybach music.
I don't like him at all.
No, I like Rick, bro. I like Rick.
I'm just saying that's personal opinion, man.
Yeah. Well, Rick is basically the new Biggie. If you're listening to him, you know what I mean? That. No, but like his voice though, you got
voice-wise, yeah. Lyrically, no, though.
Voice-wise, lyrically, no.
Oh, so was Shine.
Lyrically, no. Like, no, we can't put Shine and Biggie at the same. Like Shine and Biggie, like Biggie.
All right, hey, remember I said I had something I want to tell you because you mentioned the money with Jay-Z.
Oh, the money, the money.
Let me tell you who the I think is the 15 most wealthiest rappers are.
Okay.
And I'm going to start from the bottom. And then we hear. I'm just joking. Start from the bottom. LL Cool J at 150 mil. They got Swiss Beats. I don't know. He barely a rapper, but whatever. At 160 mil.
Money, though.
Yeah.
Snoop is at 160.
Okay.
Ice Cube at 180.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne at 190. Slim, Baby and Slim that started Cash Money.
Yeah.
He's on there at 190. Then comes in Drake at 220. Pharrell, who I don't think should be considered a rapper, but whatever. No. He's there at 260. Master P at 400. Eminem at 500. Yeezy, who used to be much higher, he there at 700. This dude I never even heard of before, named Burner.
Oh, I heard him, bro.
He's at 700. Bro. At 700.
Yeah. But he made a lot of his money off legal weed. He made money off the rap music.
Oh, yeah.
Legal weed, so that's where he made his money.
Oh, no, his albums did a lot, too. I know his albums did crazy, too. I looked it up, and you're right. Not only weed, he has a clothing line, too.
That's what I mean. Like, he makes money off. But when I talk about guys, I guess Jay-Z, he's a business guy, whatever. I get that, whatever. But, like, I'm talking about like relevant to the game too. Like he made a lot of money off.
Truthfully, none of these people on this list are just off of music.
No,
but I'm thinking about like the relevant side of it. So like Yeezy, he made a lot of music. You know what I mean? He's got Grammys. You know what I mean? He's made Christian albums and everything else. So when I say Yeezy, he got 700 million. Yeah, he made a lot of money off the sneakers and stuff. But his music still was pretty good. You know what I mean?
Oh, anyways.
Burner's at top 4. Let's say, I think Burner's at 4. He's 4.
Yeah, he's at 4.
So Burner's 4. So for me, he has the most money, but I can't equate him to being a top MC because
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
That's
You
what
missed what I said.
opinion
This
is.
is not top MCs or nothing.
No,
This
it's money. It's money.
this is wealthiest rappers.
It's
He is a
wealth,
rapper
but-
and he's wealthy.
Okay, so
Because
okay,
remember,
so let's
because
say,
remember-
let's say, hold on. Let's say if the fucking one of these Saudi guys goes over in Europe or you're over there and drops an album, and all of a sudden he's worth $60 trillion. All of a sudden he's a rapper. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm looking. That's all I'm saying. Like was like, yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm getting too much into it.
We're at 4. We're at 4. Can I get past 4? Can I get past 4?
Go ahead.
We get okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre estimated $1 billion. Diddy estimated $1 billion, and then Jigga at 1.6.
Yeah.
That's fucked up though. I wonder where Snoop falls in that though.
I said him.
Oh, what number was Snoop?
15, 14. He was 13.
13
at 160 mil.
So
Now check this out. Now this is a little different. This isn't a top anything. While I was looking at net worths, this is some funny shit I found. Well, it's sad for one because one of them passed away. People whose net worth is a lot lower than you thought. In Amber Heard, you probably know Johnny Depp's ex-wife. Her net worth is minus $6 million. DMX, unfortunately, when he passed away, his net worth was minus $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hang up. It won't let me.
Oh
shit! I hung up on Joey.
That's hung up on Joey. Joey sitting there. These niggas don't want to be part of the podcast no more. Just hang up on the nigga.
I was just trying to hang up on. Someone called me while we were podding. I'm gonna get at her.
That's probably think she's.
Why'd you hang up, bro?
Because someone was calling me and I tried to hang up and it wouldn't hang up. And I tried again, but I double tapped it and then it hung up on them and then I hung up on you. Anyways, we were at DMX. He was when he passed because of legal troubles or whatever. He was at minus $1 million. Now, people that were alive, who you think would be worth more, but because of either financial whatevers or legal troubles, Little Kim, her net worth is $500,000. Ja Rule is at $4 million.
Why you do that to him, 50? Why?
The Brat is only at $100,000.
Yeah.
And R. Kelly, as expected, is minus $2 million.
R. Kelly's making a comeback, bro. They said he's getting out soon.
To what? To pay off his minus $2 million.
Bro, if you think these motherfuckers over here ain't gonna keep bumping this shit, they're still bumping this shit right now. He comes on, puts on another album, he's gonna pay that off quick.
That's not that. The thing is that, and that's the problem with if you listen to like a lot of stuff and find out stuff.
He's canceled.
Not only that, because it's the stuff that he has now. R. Kelly isn't making that much money. Record deals back in the day,
not off his shit now, no,
like nothing. So, anyways, back to the hip hop stuff, guys. I just want to get off. I want to have an R. Kelly podcast. I'm even sorry.
No. We just really quickly got it. We quickly got into it for a second.
I know, and I'm quickly getting out of it. We talked about basically. I think we might have said our favorite 5. I want to go by influence. Now, just we'll throw it out there. We don't have to have a list. Who do you think were really influential in the game? For me, because of what I know and what we all know if we've seen documentaries and all that shit, I think the most influential group would be Wu-Tang, because they changed the game.
Yeah.
Like before Wu-Tang, you couldn't sign to a record label as a group and then let your members sign somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's like saying that's like on like in video games, like having signed into one and then letting the other guy produce your software. No, you're in competition with them. You can't be on Sony Records record label and then have Method Man on Def Jam and then this guy over there and this guy over there. And guess what? They're all signed to Wu-Tang Productions. So there's a percentage of it all funneling back in the lab. How do you even get a record label like that?
That's just intelligence. Bro.
Yeah.
But that was RZA. They changed that, and other groups were able to do that because they did that. That's why I stay as far as, and it's not even just hip hop. I think they changed the way record contracts work, and I don't think that there were many artists that did that.
Yeah, you know what, man? I do get that, man, but I'm gonna rebut a little bit on you. Just on this level, bro, is there ain't no one doing it now. You know what I mean? So whatever they did before, it worked for them.
No one doing what?
Ain't no doing what. No one does that now. No one signs, you know, our label, our record. Like for example, let's look at Migos.
Yeah, but you guys think.
So hold on. No, what I'm saying is like, so look at Migos, right? Look at Migos, right? There's three guys, whatever, right? And they're RIP, right? You know what I mean, right? But and then all of a sudden they don't just say, okay, we're going to go separate and go in different ways. You know what I mean? It starts signing separate deals. So I think like, you know,
but they did, didn't they?
Not really though. They were under their own because
he went solo.
Yeah, but
didn't he go somewhere else?
But what they do is they basically just kind of like go and jump into do another song. That's just the way I see it. Now you're right in that regard. Now,
but you know what you're saying, Joey? Guess what? What you're saying is that, and it happens all the time, and it will happen with all contracts. Whenever somebody in the game comes in and changes something, to make a way to make it more beneficial for the artists, the labels are going to find a way to shut that shit down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the record labels, the record game is not even built for the artists. But the thing, what I'm saying is like, yeah, you know, you got a point though, but I'm just saying, like, you don't see it now as much. Like,
and that's
you
why.
did see it for but you did see it for a minute, right? So,
yeah, you did see it for a minute.
So Cash Money came, right? And they went and did Juvenile and all these other ones. No Limit did it, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 50 did it, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 whatever it is. But you just don't see it now anymore, you know what I mean? It worked for the minute. Everything was good, you know what I mean? Boom,
but you know what?
But then they started, hold on. But then they started realizing, like, what happened was when you do it that way, like, look at G-Unit. 50 said, I'll never do another G-Unit album. Why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is you got to bring all these people in, you know what I mean, to do an album together. And when we used to rap, remember, because you had to go to the studio, make sure this one was there, or did you drop your part? You maybe didn't like that one part. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was too hard to collaborate in that way. So it worked in that time frame. Like, I just think now in the game, you can't do it that way anymore.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't mean that it didn't change it and influence things.
No, I'm not saying it didn't change.
And another thing that I'd like to say to rebuttal on that is that, and this is something that I didn't even realize until you just said this, not that many groups come out no more.
No. There's ain't no money in groups, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not even like, there's not even an opportunity for it to happen.
No, it's probably because of this.
I think Migos was the last group.
No, because these record labels, they were like brothers and they came up. But record labels now are basically like, you know what? If you got, for example, if you had 12 guys, like, I love Wu-Tang, bro. I do love Wu-Tang. They're a great group. But if you had Wu-Tang now and all those 12 guys, cuz you probably, if you were a record label guy, you'd be like, man, okay, like Jizza, you make beats, okay, you come with me.
Yeah.
Meth, you can really rap, you know what I mean? Ray, you can really rap. Maybe Ghost, okay, you guys come. Man,
the rest of y'all see you later.
You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, you know what I mean? You'd be like, so that's what they do now.
Actually, I don't know. They might have said, let's chuck some auto-tune on you, and then all of a sudden you're good.
Yeah.
But anyways,
auto-tune can't save everybody.
I know, because you know what I mean. Last time we talked, you said something about Roddy Ricch. I started listening to some Roddy Ricch, and I'm like, I don't get it. He got some nice stuff, but I can't listen to a whole album with someone doing auto-tune.
Roddy is like, he's almost in the same category but Roddy's almost in the same category as Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make some songs that are just like fire.
Yeah. And
then some songs that are just like,
miss.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why
you know
did you do that one? Right?
Like, why?
You could have left that one alone.
Like, yeah, like they don't even, but their cadence and their rap and their flow is just totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the fucked up thing about it is that one that we all say is a miss, that's the one they felt the most and they thought that was the best. That's the only fucked up thing about it, right?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of this stuff to try and see what the kids is into. I listened to Young Boy Never Broke Again.
Who?
He has some okay songs. hey, guess what though? Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question. First of all, I'm gonna tell you my most influential rapper or group.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
group.
Pretty straight. Well, for the group, you want to go group or just a rapper?
No. The question was who you think influenced the game the most.
Oh, okay.
It could be who, because with Wu-Tang, it was a whole. Actually, if you want to break down to it, no disrespect to the others, it was RZA.
Right now, if I'm going to say who was most influential on the game and what the game is,
like who changed the game, not just right now, because right now it would almost be like who's doing what right now.
Well, influence is the game now, wouldn't it be? If I'm influencing something, it has to be the game now.
Now or back in the day, don't make a difference.
You can't really see the influence now while it's happening. You have to see who changed it and who paid.
But that's what I mean. So who started? Right, that's exactly my point. So who started it from back then?
Yeah, for you
to make it what it is now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I don't mean of course not right now. Well, you know what I mean? But like what happened back then to make it what it is now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad.
It's all
no, I think if I'm gonna pick one guy that, and I mean, might not be the same for everybody. But one guy that what the rap game is now, what's going on in the industry right now. If I'm going to pick one guy, it'd have to be Wayne. Just because what all these rappers are doing. They're all tatted. Yeah. They're all mumble rapping. They're all face tatted. I mean, they're all, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even about, like really the actual, like, the rap game anymore. It's about just, like,
but I feel that
the other stuff, you know what I mean?
The main thing,
like every rapper now is he fully tatted. Mostly, you name any rapper right now, is he fully tatted?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm not
big rappers.
That.
Dude, they got diamonds in their foreheads. Yep. You know what I mean? So
I know. What was that?
You know what I mean? So they got tats all on their face.
Hey,
who started that shit? Who started that shit?
You know, Cuz got his diamonds stolen too.
So he probably did.
No, he did at the concert. Someone ripped it out of his forehead.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm looking at that, in that level. And I have one more. Hold on, I got one more point that
I got a point to add to your point with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I feel that the one of the things that influenced a lot that people are copying off of Wayne was actually something T-Pain started.
Okay.
Because Wayne was the first rapper to use auto-tune. Actually, I shouldn't even say that because T-Pain rapped. T-Pain, like this whole auto-tune, T-Pain started that.
Oh, he jumped on it. I wouldn't say he started. He jumped on it.
Okay,
he did the whole album.
He did the first auto-tune. Before T-Pain did auto-tune, the thing that they used before was it was a different thing. It was like the synthesizer voice.
Yeah.
box.
Can I just add something? Can I add something really quickly though? Here's the thing. You're absolutely right when it comes to T-Pain. T-Pain made auto-tune cool though. You know what I mean? He made it to what it is now today. Like, he might not have been the first guy. Like, we can argue about who the first guy made auto-tune. I'm sure someone else did auto-tune before him. But he made it to where it's like culturally relevant and popular to make it normal in a song to do it. You know what I mean? Oh, put your auto-tune on, boom.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Did you hear what
he did do that?
Did you hear what Usher said to him? Did you hear about the Usher?
What, singing?
No, Usher said to T-Pain. Usher.
What did he say?
This is years ago. I know.
Here's what happened.
T-Pain can sing too, eh? T-Pain
God's got a voice and a half.
But anyways, I'm going to tell this story like fourth hand because I wasn't there. Anyways, it was T-Pain was telling it. He was on a flight, right? And he seen Usher was on the flight too. And he was just chilling in the seat, whatever. And the stewardess came up to him and said, yo, Usher wants to talk to you in the back. And so T-Pain was like, okay, whatever. So he went and talk to Usher. And he's really respected Usher because remember Usher came before T-Pain.
I heard this story.
And he kind of looked up to him. Yeah, and he said, "You ruined music." T-Pain said he was like depressed for 2 years after that.
Yeah, you ruined R&B.
Said you ruined R&B.
Yeah,
because now everybody thinks they can do it and is just using your little auto-tune thing and stuff. Cause can you imagine meeting your idol and thinking you're going to get props and shit? And then because of like, you ruined music. And you're like,
he took, like, not to say that like Britney Spears and those guys, they use auto-tune. All those singers,
because Celine Dion uses it.
Right. He basically took it and put it in the rap game, and then everyone used it to kind of make their voice sound,
different.
I mean, like now music now, bro. If you listen to music now, like I didn't want to say, but music is so synthesized and fabricated.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no real music. Like even when you hear rap, like Lil Baby, and when he's rapping, like it's so fabricated because it's so like it's. You mean like almost like even what's the other guy's name there? Does a lot of fabrication music. What Travis Scott does?
Yeah.
Listen to his stuff.
Oh man, he makes me sick.
You know what I mean? Like
Because
I
seen Travis Scott. I seen Travis Scott in a cipher on BET.
Yeah.
And cuz it's dope. And then I try to listen to his songs. He don't sound like that in no songs.
No.
It's all auto-tune. I'm like, what?
Well, what it is the guy that these guys are trying to sell records, guys.
But he
right?
sounds
That's
good.
what they're trying to do. Yeah, he sounds good, but he's selling records. Remember we went back to the old story about this guy can rap really well. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm trying to get paid. So his producer's saying to him, "Yo, guess what? You know what? You could probably sell 100,000 records, but guess what? If I turn up all your vocals because they make all kinds of crazy sounds in the background, you're going to sell 30 million records. What do you think you're going to do?
Yeah, true that.
You're going to start and say, turn it up. Let me get paid." That's what I'm trying to say. The gaming and the vote, like with Drake and stuff, what he doing, like, you know what I mean? And even the vote, like the lyrical, like who's the most lyrical, who's the most best rapper, who's this. I'm trying to eat, bro.
But that depends on
that's
where you're
who
looking
makes the most money.
But that depends on where you're looking at in the game, because now there's so much to the game where like someone like Nas put on an album, make mad money. But
Nas has a following though.
I know.
Nas has
Okay,
a following,
there's other
right?
rappers
you know
that
what I
will
mean?
do. Like Tech Nine, he don't use autotune and he sells like crazy.
But but Tech Nine also has this underground following. I mean, like, and so does E40.
Even Busta Rhymes.
Everyone
can still do stuff.
They got, but if you put it this way, if you and our artists come out sound like Nas right now, you know what I mean? Same for everything. You think he sell 1 million records? No, he would just be like, "Oh man, this guy sounds like Nas, man. He's the same guy." You boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you need
much.
people. When people come into the game now, it's like you got to be different.
Yeah.
You got to be something. I mean, you got to be okay. Well, this guy got this, or I mean, he's doing this, or
you got to have a gimmick, some kind of gimmick, right?
A gimmick or something. He's doing something. I mean, that's what it is. Like it's
almost
business.
But Coast Contra though. They're a group that
I heard those guys.
spits.
I heard those guys. Yeah,
and they got to fall in too. The thing is that it's funny because what you said, it's almost like the opposite. And this is what I've heard many rappers from Snoop. Snoop makes fun of them all the time, but from Snoop to Redman and stuff. When we grew up, it was about sounding different. It was about trying to do this stuff. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, it's the opposite. If someone's going to put out a single and someone wants to sign somebody, it's like they say you have to have a song that sounds like that. That's why everyone uses autotune. They're trying to sound the same, so they can it's almost like they want to sneak into your fucking playlist.
Yeah. Well, I think what you're saying, like, sound the same is like you know, that maybe the song might sound the same.
It's not our generation.
Their voice.
It doesn't appeal to our. It doesn't appeal to our generation.
No.
But I'm telling you, like the people we coach, the 13-year-olds that we coach in basketball and stuff. I bet you their type of artists are the ones that all sound almost
they're all
exactly
the same. They the
same
even people I didn't even heard.
Even like if you listen to the drum beats on top of the beats, exactly the same. Only difference is the melodies.
Yeah.
It's always the same. It's so because then you can get slipped in. You can be, you know what I mean? It's already proven that people like exactly that song. So why not do a song that sounds just like that? You know what I mean? Back in our day, it was like we always would listen to remember, cuz when we listened to an album, if someone was featured, we heard a different voice. We're like, oh shit, who that?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we gravitate to him and then want to see where he's going and then listen to his, like Lord Have Mercy or even AZ. You heard him on Nas's album. Now you want to know more about him. Now you want to know more about this guy. That's not how music works now.
We also got a different, you know, now it's more of the attention span now is so fast, right?
Mm-hmm. But it's also like you said.
So what I mean by that is like, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. But what I mean by that is this: is now when you skipping through, like when you bought an album, you kind of like you were dedicated. I mean, I bought this album, I'm dedicated. I have to listen to this because I gotta kind of like, you know, that song's good. Now it's like Spotify. That song's garbage. Switch.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't want. This is dumb. Switch.
Hey,
Joey. The playlist.
Joey,
to
further your point with the attention span, guess what? Nowadays, most songs are between 2:50 and 3 minutes long, cuz.
Because they got no time.
Remember?
Hey, hold on, though. God did.
Okay,
guys.
God did, yeah. Well, that's different.
God did.
Cuz,
you know what I mean? 8 minutes long.
Yeah, but guess what, cuz?
Yeah.
Ain't none of these kids be talking about listening to God did.
Guys, because Khaled, hey, don't mess with Khaled, cuz. Khaled ain't messing around. Cuz, I can pull up God did right now. I bet you they probably got at least about 500 million streams, cuz.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they're listening to it. Yeah. So there's not 500 million old people listening to this shit, cuz, or maybe it's just me. I might have it on repeat for a minute.
I actually
got about 250 million streams on it.
I was looking into that. I was looking into that too. The streams, of course, the streams I looked into was just Spotify, right? And it just gave me an average. Of course, I was hoping one of the people we listened to was going to be at the top, but of course, the top is Taylor Swift. But Drake is up there.
What about rap? Yeah, Drake's I think Drake's like fourth in the world. Like when it even just comes to all rappers. You know what I mean?
I know. I was hoping, because of the world we live in now, that a hip hop artist would be #1 stream in the world.
You'll never have that.
I know, but Taylor Swift killed my dreams.
You'll never have that.
Well, Taylor Swift, you can't battle against those guys because there's just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's too much going on, bro. You know what I mean?
Lose the world, bro.
You know how we make fun of the young kids? How all their songs sound the same?
Yeah.
I'll say this right on record. I feel the same way about Taylor Swift.
I don't even listen to Taylor Swift because I never did.
I can't believe you said that.
I listen to the radio at work, so
Cuz just Kanye'd her, bro. Cuz just Kanye'd her. Cuz pulled a Yeezy on her.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you finish. But Drake is the best streamer of all time.
Wow.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I can't believe he said that just now. Well, we ain't never having Taylor on the show.
I won't lie. I won't lie. I put on the songs where you put on like the new songs, and it just plays and it's where Taylor Swift song came out on called Lavender Haze, and I was like, this beat's alright though. I was like, Taylor's trying to get me now. I was like, that beat's alright. Lavender Haze.
I was trying to see how many streams it had, but I guess I can't even see.
What are you looking for?
For God doesn't show.
Oh, I bet you I could find it. Hold on.
DJ Khaled's 117th in the world.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna check out Drake though. With Drake is fourth, I think.
Oh, God isn't even one of his most popular ones.
No, well, they do that sometimes. They don't sometimes because there's songs that they push down. You know what I mean? They don't just put your top. Like you notice, like I'm looking at Drake right now. They got Rich Flex as #1 because it's popular. You know what I mean? It's not his #1 song. Like One Dance got over like 1 billion streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I think they just go by what's most popular right now.
Where are you
and
at?
Then
you're on Spotify.
I'm in like Spotify. Yeah.
So I'm saying the same thing there. But you remember, anything we say right now is just the numbers of Spotify, and that's not the only place. Lots of people use Apple Music. Lots of people use
Spotify. Because you're right to a certain extent, bro.
Well,
Spotify is where it's at. Like
no, but
they make like
that. What I'm saying is that not everyone has Spotify. I know tons of people that don't have Spotify. I know some people, and I don't know why, because I think it's crazy. They use YouTube Music. They have a YouTube music thing, and use that. Yeah. Don't have Spotify. Yeah. So I'm just saying that. I'm bigging it up. I'm saying that Drake might only have this, but I bet you he has more if you count them in the other places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not everyone uses Spotify.
What I mean by what my point being is, if he's fifth in the world here, it's probably the same level on YouTube and other levels. You know what I mean? It's not going to be any change. It's still just fit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like if the people that listen to, I don't know, let's say 100 people listen to music on
this
Spotify,
is just speculation.
It would be the same on YouTube. It would almost be the same level if it was on YouTube. It would be the same. I mean, it wouldn't be like all of a sudden everyone's going to be listening to, I don't know, DJ Khaled.
I know.
Nigga, I know one thing. We got way the fuck off topic.
I know what you're saying.
I know. Well, off topic, and I don't want to just start making up stats because like
we got way off topic.
Those are our opinions. I don't want.
We're just talking.
Yeah, I know. I don't want it to turn to just making up stats. We don't know what's on YouTube and all that stuff. All we know, because all we have access to is Spotify, right?
Well,
we don't want to say
we were talking about some who was influential to us and shit, nigga. Then we went to stats. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. And cuz, you know what's funny? No, hold on, Joey. We didn't even. You said your influential stuff. I said mine. You didn't even let Tyrone say his.
Yeah, Tyrone. Sorry, my bad. Jump in.
Y'all niggas get off Drake's dick. I love you, Drake, but get off Drake's dick, man.
Tyrone probably forgot by now. It was like 20 minutes ago.
He's a goat, guys. Let's be honest. He's a goat.
That's all. No, I'm not going there, bro. I'm not going there.
In my opinion.
In your opinion, yes. If it comes down to R&B side of it, I got to put Mr. Chris Brown over Drake.
Okay. Singing, yeah.
Know what I mean? But
yeah.
But even Chris Brown, love that motherfucker to death. He's humble as shit, and he'll tell you to anyone's face that the GOAT to him is Michael Jackson. So, you know. Yeah. But
that's true.
Influential to me, to the hip hop game, that changed for me, I had to say NWA.
Okay.
Had to say NWA, just for the fact they allowed, not even they made it okay to say whatever the fuck you wanted to say on the album. Know what I mean? Like, they started, what they call it? Cancel culture of what we got now. That started with them when the police are trying to ban them from fucking singing their song, Fuck the Police. Know what I mean? It started with them. So the way I look at it, those niggas are the most influential ever in the fucking game to me. I mean, before that, what we had, Kumo D and all them guys. I don't know, bro. Like, fuck that shit. These niggas saying, fuck the police. Know what I mean? All that there shit. Yeah. Those are the niggas for me right there.
Yeah, it's like they were conscious rapping from a street view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm going to add to that too, man, no, go ahead, Phil. Sorry, bro. Go ahead. What were you going to say? My bad. I
was going to say, I like the part where people went and burnt their records, right?
Yeah.
And he said, go ahead, let them do it. They paid for them. They bought them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's like same thing Samuel L. Jackson did at one point where people said that they're going to like burn his DVDs and stuff. He's like, I already got paid for that.
Exactly.
If you buy, if you're going to buy all my albums and sell them to go burn them, go ahead, cuz.
Who else was it? Oh, LeBron James that time, bro. When LeBron went to Miami and all them boys went up and brought all the Cleveland jerseys of his and they burnt them. Well, his sales went up that year. Thank you. I mean, LeBron's laughing to the bank. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
That's true.
Like I said, like all the people that we said, man, they made a big influence in our lives somehow, some way, and to the game, right?
Yeah.
To the hip hop culture, and we gotta say salute to that. Thank you, and be appreciative of it, right? All our opinions.
Well, I was gonna add the NWA was just basically like that. They what happened was, I feel like they had with Dr. Dre too. Dr. Dre was there too.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And so that was and Cube was there too. So like all three of those guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, really just I guess Ice Cube and Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I was gonna say just really those two.
They basically kind of but they're still going. They're still no. But I'm saying, but they're still going right now. I'm talking about the ones that are still growing.
I know. But check this out. Where he's talking about influence in the game. Guess what? Without Eazy-E, there'd be no Bone. They had a matter. They had a big effect. Guess what? The rapper that we liked, and I said we had to bring up Stevie Stone.
Yeah,
he was on Ruthless Records for a bit.
Yeah, but bro, if there was no Dr. Dre, there's no Eazy-E.
Oh, I was getting ready to say Dr. Dre. No, but you're talking. You said as a group NWA.
Yeah, I'll say NWA.
So I'm just saying NWA's influence, how it spread all out.
Yeah,
like they got. So you have to put everyone that fell under Eazy-E, everyone that came under Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Your West Side Connection, all that.
Yeah.
Everyone that 50 Cent and Eminem, cuz without NWA, those. So that's how big their influence was. So that's why I'm saying that's a real good choice.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
No, that was
Again, there's no fucking Death Row either, really.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
How did I forget
Yeah.
Death Row?
Yeah.
I said Eminem and 50 and forgot Death Row.
Yeah.
So that means everyone's Snoop growing up too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dog Pound, all that. Like, that's a whole catalog.
Yeah.
Even though Exhibit had a bit of a career before Dre boosted him.
Not much.
Dre
but
boosted him.
He did boost him like crazy.
So you can even put Exhibit under that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit! How are we forgetting Kendrick?
Getting a lot,
I
man.
forgot
That's
Kendrick.
what I'm saying. Like,
And Anderson .Paak.
yeah, like that NWO. Wow, I'm thinking of wrestling now. NWA branched so. No, I mean the NWA branched so many artists that a lot of people do forget about. You know what I mean, the family tree that comes from NWA is huge. You know what I mean, and a lot of people don't realize that. So
you're right. When you guys started talking about it, kind of like, I started to think, you're right, because like with Dre and Ice Cube and what they brought to the game and then what they all brought to the game. So
exactly,
like, you're right, like that group definitely you got to put them is like I never even thought of. To be honest, bro, I never thought of it that way because I never really listened to the NWA and that like they did, like or even Easy. Like I listened to like Bone, I mean from Easy. You know what I mean? But really, I wasn't like some people really like the music. Like the music I listened to when I started, like it was like OPP. You know what I mean? Like Naughty by Nature. You know what I mean? Like that's what I really like. Was like okay, I really like hip hop. You know what I mean? I was like okay, now I started getting into it. But that was like my first album I ever bought was that Naughty by Nature album. Bro,
oh really?
That's crazy. That's one. Which one? 1993.
I don't know what it was called, man. I just know that was the first album. My first album I ever bought because it was that album.
Guess what? The first like hardcore hip hop album I listened to, it was from my brother Isaac. Cuz now, mind you, before this, I didn't even know that people cursed in hip hop.
Oh wow! Bro.
Guess who the first one I heard of all people to be your first cursing hearing? Spice One, cuz. Spice One. And on that album, he had Tupac, he had E40, he had Method Man, and he said fuck about every 2 seconds, cuz. And nigga this and fuck that. I was like, what? I was listening to Crisscross.
He said Spice One.
I was listening to Crisscross.
Spice One, I remember that. Yeah. I had that album too, I think.
I was listening to Crisscross. I was like, jump. I didn't know you could say fuck.
Wasn't the album called America's Nightmare? Was that his album?
America.
Was that second album?
But America. But it had America with 3 Ks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna listen to Spotify tonight because when I get one right now,
I'm putting it on after this because that's the first album with cursing I ever heard. Cause, and I was like, shit.
Wait, now Joey older than me. I'm older than you, but yeah, I feel the oldest here because I was listening to NWA before you motherfuckers even jumped on some hip hop gangster shit.
Ask Joey, he knows I was on that R&B's tip. He
knows
I was all about Jodeci because Joey bring over some Helter Skelter to my host once. I was like, "What's this shit?" Cuz put on Black Street.
On the Jodeci tip, man.
Black Street, cuz.
Bro, I'll tell you now.
No, you got me on that tip though. You got me on that tip. I like Jodeci, cuz I do. I jam the Jodeci, cuz I ain't lying to you.
We had our hip hop group, but I'll tell you now, nigga. I'm an R&B nigga till I fucking die. I love fucking R&B.
Because Jodeci.
You know what I mean?
Jodeci. I don't care. I'll fight. Jodeci is the best group of all time.
No, fuck that, nigga.
I gotta put that at the top too. Yeah, I put Jodeci up there.
I'll put them up there. They're in the top 5. No, they're in the top 3. I'll put them in the top. No, sorry, top 5. I gotta go top 5.
The top two.
I gotta go top 5.
I'm gonna bounce in a minute, but let's leave the next one we do. Let's do R&B, cuz.
Yeah, we
got this.
Let's do an R&B, cuz.
R&B, yeah.
The next one R&B, bro. You know what I mean? We're gonna sit down.
Okay, now here we go. Let's because there's so many parameters.
Yeah.
Let's just go personal favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because before I was looking at skillful, and I was putting my favorite. I was putting my bias to the side. Because my top 5. Because guess who else would have been on my list? Cuz Drag On.
Who?
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Drake.
I won't lie, Joey. I thought this nigga was gonna come name all fucking Wu-Tang members.
Three of them there.
I thought he was gonna name. I thought he was gonna name.
Four of them is there, guys.
I thought I was gonna name all 50 of them.
Four of them there.
That ripped at the top.
I'm surprised Joey didn't mention no Killer Army guys, cuz. Come on, Joey. Come on now.
Army,
You know Killer Army. You was in the trenches.
I thought the only off nigga that he was gonna name was gonna be fucking Tech. Be honest with you.
I knew Tech was gonna be in there. I was like, yeah, you got Tech.
Crazy,
but I was surprised that you had Busta at the top. I was surprised they had Busta at the top because I thought you'd have somebody. I was like, I didn't think you was a big Busta fan, bro.
No,
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, not only am I a Busta fan. Remember, I went from technical abilities who I thought was the best, so I put my bias to the side. That's why I thought all Wu-Tang members, guys. Yeah. I put my bias to the side. My top 5 that I said are not my favorite 5.
Yeah. Another thing that what I used for my opinion was when I picked my 5 were guys that I listen to today too. You know what I mean? So like that's what I put Drake at the top. I was like, I listen to a lot of Drake.
So do I.
I still listen to Pac a lot. Nas kind of in the middle, but I had to put him there because I was like, man, like I still like Nas. Like, you know what I mean? There's some songs I was in the gym yesterday and I listened to like that song Hero with Kerry Hilson. I was like, it's so fire. Put him there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't go with who I listened to today.
Yeah, so Joe, you pretty much said it the same way. You know what I mean?
Jay-Z was the same thing. Jay-Z was like, I still listen to Jay, and then Wayne, I still listen to Wayne a little bit, not as much, but you know, whatever. So that's why I kind of like I picked guys that are actually in my playlist now that I'm like, okay, I really listen to.
See,
that's why I kind of like based it on. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what I tried to avoid because if it was who do I listen to now, who's on my playlist, Nas would have been number 1. Busta Rhymes still would have been on there.
Yeah.
And then I would have had Drake on there. Stevie Stone.
Okay.
And who else do I listen to a lot? Oh, Kendrick.
Okay.
Yeah, those would have been. Well, Method Man wouldn't even been on my list.
Well, that's what I mean.
Snoop Dogg wouldn't have been on there.
That's what I mean when I
listen to.
Yeah, no, I still listen to them niggas today.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I think about top 10 that are alive, because I was like, my mind is like, when I think of my top 10, it's guys that I listened to like for a long time and still continue to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it was hard for me to put. I love Nas. I love Prodigy. I could say Prodigy would be number 1, but like, man, do I really still listen to him? I don't.
I know you, cuz. I know you, and I thought Prodigy went up there. I should have been more
clear. I wanted him there. I had him at like 3, but I was like, man, I don't listen to him anymore.
What I wanted the list to be, and what I wanted to try and do, is for everyone to like put their bias aside. Maybe I should have said lyrical skill and just go on lyrical skill. Fuck influence.
Yeah.
Fuck hits. Fuck sales and all that.
Yeah, but we said fuck hits and fuck sales.
So we should have just said top. You should have just said top 5
lyricists.
But I mean lyricists like in your mind, like that you really like impacted you and your life. You know, and I would have really then I would have really been like I said, like groups or whatever, like Mobb Deep. Like I listen to Mobb a little bit, not a lot.
Because you could have said someone like, I'll just say you said someone like, say you thought GZA was lyrical as fuck.
Yeah,
right.
I like GZA.
But the thing is, I don't fuck with GZA like that there. I don't hear GZA like that there. But I hear Snoop like that. Know what I mean? So I think Snoop's more lyrical.
But that was the thing.
Yeah.
If you had like this is why I should have made the list just lyricists, because lyrics, because then we had to have more of a discussion on that. Why do you have him here, right?
Yeah,
because I'll say, I should have said more clear and said just lyrical. Forget all the other stuff. Who do you think is the best lyricist? Not even who you think is your favorite, because I want us to put our biases aside and just listen on skill wise who we thought. That is very hard because you have your favorites. Because you have your favorites.
But your favorite would be the most skilled though in your mind. You know what I mean? Because
not really.
That would make the most. But why wouldn't it make the most sense?
Because they might not make the music that the music might not be as good. Like for instance, I think Drake makes better music than Busta Rhymes to a degree. Well, I'll put Tech 9. Drake makes better music than Tech 9. But I think if they went head to head in a lyrical battle, Tech 9 would eat the fuck out of Drake.
Yeah, but this man was classified as the most lyricist motherfucker in the world. KRS-One, and yet none of us said him.
Oh, he was on the list.
Yeah,
I mean, so
because GZA was up there with lyrics with having the biggest vocabulary in all hip hop, and I only had him in honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So,
and guess who we all
so
know.
just like Joey said, like your
But I-
favoritism is going to come into
Let it
fact
go.
no matter what. You can't.
Let me add something.
You cannot.
Yeah.
Wait, before you add something, I want to say something because I think that Joey might agree with this, and even Tyrone might agree with this. Guess who we all never even mentioned in Automobile Mentions?
Who?
Jadakiss.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Kiss is sweet.
Yeah, he was
Kiss is in my top 10, bro.
Yeah.
How did we
He's in my
miss him?
top
Yeah,
10.
he'd be up there.
Kiss
He'd
is
be
in my
up there
top
too. But
10.
he's still going to. Yeah, he's still going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I wanted to shout out some love to the female rappers because we never really gave them no loves. You know what I mean? We gave Queen her flowers. Like we had others out there. Like we had Eve, Remy.
Oh yeah, Remy.
The Brat.
Like,
Lady
the
Rage. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Cardi B.
Cardi because still on the new tip.
Lyrically, I don't know about Cardi B. Cause here's oh, you know what? Hey, Joey.
We say Cardi, we gotta say Kim.
Hey, guess what? Guess what we should have,
Cardi.
Cause
Cardi. What's up? What's
okay,
up?
we'll do R&B next, right?
Okay.
And then after that, you know who we should do?
Who should we do?
Guilty pleasures. People that we like, but no, they ain't shit. Because guess who's at the top of my list?
Who? Milli Vanilli?
Doja Cat. I'll jam to her music.
Because you already told him. Because you want to say wait till next time.
I like her music.
I like it too, though.
Don't listen. Don't try and follow the lyrics. Cause
No, fuck no.
You'll be like, this is bullshit. The lyrics are stupid as fuck.
No.
But it's a jam.
All right, so
Yeah.
So next episode we're gonna do
Next episode. Yeah.
R&B
R&B.
groups
Okay.
or solo acts.
What do you?
Let's do both.
Well, you know what? You can do both, man. You can
Okay,
take
let's
if you,
do both.
you have a
Make
group.
two lists.
Let's do both.
Yeah.
So
Let's do both.
so that
We'll do-
means they have to be separate. So you can't have any. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Well, we can't say best R&B. We have to say best R&B solo and best R&B groups. So so we're each going to have two lists.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll discuss the influence and all that bullshit afterwards.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I'm going to go look up how much they're worth and bring that up.
Because Love's killing their
I
bank
wanna know
accounts.
who's
bro.
making money.
Bring it up. Look at the paper. Who has the most streams? Whatever the most streams.
I don't know. But
We'll do the research. Who has the most streams?
who's going to be the brave one that says R. Kelly? Never mind. We'll save that for next episode.
Say that for next episode.
Kills.
Hey. All right, boys. I'm
Pied
back,
Piper.
man. I gotta go.
All right, guys.
Bye, Piper. All right. Check y'all later.
All right, bro. Be easy.
Peace.
Peace.